Let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. So the whole drama went down with Clyde, Stephen, Harris. Stephen thought he had something going on. Come to find out, he really ain't got nothing coming on. I don't know why you thought that you was gonna inject that man, whatever Clyde thought you were gonna inject that man with to give him a heart attack. That mess wasn't gonna work, and he got overpowered. He got thrown on the bed and all. I don't know what he was thinking and what he was doing. I don't know what made him think that he could overpower that big strong man with his little weak, scrawny self. But he tried it. He failed. Now he working for him besides Clyde, and you already know Gabby gonna face the consequences for this. So good luck, Stephanie. You failed. While you sitting up there and shot the man, now you trying to inject the man, trying to take the man out. Cause Clyde told you to. I didn't told you better let Gabby take a hit, one of them hits for you, and her up and get from under Clyde's thumb or not, your choice. You making the choices, you calling the shots, listening to Clyde. Now Clyde and got you into some more mess that you can't get out of now. So good luck to you, buddy. Um, what else happened besides Stephen failing yet again? You didn't shot the man. You didn't try to inject the man. The man then put you in the chokehold and threw you on the bed and all. And that cop hanging around like she ain't doing nothing wrong, about to pull out her gun. I guess since Stephanie take him out, she was gonna take him out, huh? Until that nurse came in and stopped her. Miss Nurse, I hope Clyde paying you a whole lot of money because you going down right there with Steffi. You keep right on, you going down with him too. While you sitting up there committing felonies and stuff like that, holding people hostage because you working for Clyde from the prison walls, listening to him, got him controlling your life. I wonder what blackmail stuff he had on you. Got you sitting up there risking your life and limb trying to save Clyde. Like these charges not gonna come up on him and like he not gonna escape yet again. Like I said, these hardened criminals kill me. They're so easy to get out. The other criminals, the little soft criminals like the Gabbies, the Hopes, they got to sit up there and do all their time, no escapes and all that. So let's go ahead and get off of them now. Steve and John. Now I know y'all tired of Constantine. If y'all not tired of Constantine, I am tired and I am sick and tired of Constantine. This man shows up out of nowhere harassing and bothering y'all, and it seems like y'all just sit there and let him harass and bother y'all. I don't understand y'all too powerful men in Salem with all these ISA connections and all these PI connections. Y'all can't rough him up, beat him up or something like that. Y'all can't put him in a chokehold like Harris did Stephen for him to leave y'all alone cause he wanna find out about his Catalina. Like if y'all ain't tired of him, and if y'all don't take care of him about the next 2 weeks, I'm just gonna go ahead and say, you know what? I'm gonna let y'all have it. I don't understand why y'all letting this man sit up here harass y'all, bug y'all. He gonna make y'all tell y'all what happened that night. And Steve fell right into the trap, telling them it was Stefano, it wasn't him. And you want somebody to pay for that? Go to Stefano and go to Victor and spit on their graves. Y'all ain't tired of being harassed by that man yet. I will hit him in that bald spot in the top of his head. He came harassing me many times that he harassed y'all. Y'all ain't tired of being harassed by him yet. I'm wondering why ain't near one of y'all then punch that man, kick that man, choke him, headlock him, do something with him. That man would not be harassing me the way he harassing y'all. He'll be scared to come in the same, room, the proximity with me. Cause it was me, honey. I have that man scared as I don't know what. I don't know what John and Steve then got weak all of a sudden. And this man keep on putting y'all under spells, putting out voodoo and all that stuff on y'all. and y'all sitting up there falling right into his trap. I never understand it, but okay, I'm gonna let y'all two have that. But it wouldn't be me. Y'all better than I ever be, but it wouldn't be me. Wendy and Trip ain't nothing really happened with them, but basically they wasting time. Hope and Steve, one of them can rescue them. Ain't nothing really happen there with them. Teresa in her ways. Now, I got to say, this was kind of, oh, excuse me, this was kind of eye opening for me. Now, y'all remember when Tate was little, how Teresa basically forced Brady's hand and she went to California with Tate. It's funny now that he grown all of a sudden. You got to come back and tell that boy that it wasn't Brady. It was all me. I took you against your will. I forced Brady here to take you out of town. Don't blame him, blame me. And ask for that. And another thing I did this and that and that and that. So don't blame your daddy. Let your daddy come in here and see you. You know what, I call that a full circle moment I call that a full circle moment because for once the boy hate Brady. I haven't quite figured out why he got a grudge against Brady. I'ma let him have that. He's a teenager, he don't know no better. If I was in his situation, I'd be mad at the both of them too, to be quite honest with you. This boy don't know if he gonna be released, get a sentencing, go to trial. Like this boy don't know if his life over or he gonna have a new second lease on life. We already see Holly ain't coming clean. So I'm just gonna chop it up as he got hormones and basically he lashing out at the wrong person. He should be lashing out at Teresa, but he decided to pick Brady as the one that he mad at. So I'm just gonna chop that up as he's angry. He has every right to be. Basically, he waiting for himself to waiting for for him to get cleared, and basically that boy life in shambles right now. And the fact that Teresa had to come clean, I find it kind of funny that some of your schemes finally coming back to bite you in your behind. Just like this whole Alex scheme, when you thinking you gonna take the Xander money, that's gonna come back and blow up in your face too. You just don't know it yet, but baby, that scheme is over. But we gonna let you have that one and let you pretend that you forcing that man to propose to you. Then there's gonna be trying to force that man to marry you. If you got to force the man to marry you and or propose to you, I wouldn't want it. But if that's the way you roll, Teresa, go right on ahead with it, I guess. If I got to do all that and walk out and move into Marlena and John house with Brady and all them just to show 'em you just foolish at this point. The board housewife, she finally got her some. She finally got her some every time. Who had the baby? That's all I want to ask. Who had the baby? Because we noticed the baby wasn't there. We noticed she was half naked. We noticed they was having sex. So somebody had the baby, and the board housewife, finally got her some every time in, I guess. Yes, that's what we call in Sloan right now, the bored housewife. But that's exactly what she is at this exact moment. She bored, she lonely. She want Eric. Eric won't give her no attention, and the baby harassing the hell out of her. So we gonna call her the bored housewife. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Um, who else? What else happened? Something else happened. Yeah, Holly and Nicole. I see EJ for the work on my nerves yet again, and I'm not near about surprised nor shocked about it. I kind of suspected it once they, heard the noise, then once they realized Holly was away, and now they feeding her, taking it slow with the food, with the ice chips. Now they taking it slow with the food. Pope thing, don't remember it. New Year's been past the whole 2 months ago. She just now waking up on the third month of the year. Um, they taking it slow with what they feeding her. They asked about the drugs. She pretend like, oh, I don't know nothing about no drugs. Maybe somebody drugged me. I wasn't doing drugs or this and that. Wait till they hit you out. We see you remember Tate, but do you remember that Tate took the bullet for you? Cause he really knew how to take the bullet for you, but he took the bullet from you. So we gonna see if you gonna be woman enough once you remember. You gonna clear that boy, or you gonna let that boy suffer for being around you and trying to be a friend that you was using, trying to get in the Johnny pants. So we gonna see if you are a woman or are you a chicken and scared to admit to your mama that you was around here using drugs. And Nicole, I'm not gonna really call you a failure. I'm not, because you had a whole lot going on with you with the baby. You know that you thought you lost, but you haven't lost. Then this popped up with your daughter. You know your daughter was smoking weed. You didn't know she went to pills. I'm not gonna call you a failure per se. I'm just gonna say, with a teenager nowadays, you have to watch them harder than you watch your man. That's all I'm gonna say about that. If you married and you got a man, you got to watch him sometimes. You should have been watching your daughter the same way you are watching men, and you suspect them. Let's just say the same way you was watching over Eric when he was dating Sloan. You should have been watching your daughter just that hard. Let's just put it that way. I ain't gonna call you no failure and none of that, because you had a whole lot going on with your life. Everything was happening at once. You couldn't be there when you needed to be there. Unfortunately for you, your daughter ended up in the coma and injured, so almost died. So I ain't gonna call you no failure. I'm just gonna say, next time, now that your eyes open, what teenage children can get themselves into, just watch out. That's all I'm gonna say. And EJ for the raise King yet again. Who didn't see this coming? Raise your hand if you didn't see this coming. I knew once that girl woke up and started talking, is ever gonna pull out his claws and is ever gonna start lashing out and ready to fight everybody and their mama. I saw this coming as soon as they started talking about that. I said, "Uh-oh, EJ finna get started again." Even though he looked like a jackass the first time he attempted to do this, and then he had to realize he had to let it go because wasn't no judge agreeing with him, and basically he needs the judge to agree with him, and he can't have his way since he a DA, since he the DA, so he had to calm down and compose himself. But he finna get started again. Trust and believe. He finna get started. Paulina, we glad she better. Hate to see that she got to get a heart transplant, maybe. She had a love heart attack, but I was happy to see Lonnie and Eli. We haven't seen the kids yet, but I was happy to see Lonnie and Eli. Even though I'm not a fan of Eli sometimes, because he act a little slow for my liking, I was happy to see him, regardless of the point. I was happy to see him and glad to see him. So that was a nice little, a little get together for Paulina and her trouble she was going through. So that was nice to see them, together as a family, dealing with Pauline in her situation. So that was kind of, nice and sweet to see, and I was happy for her. Oh, um, Everett, Everett, buddy, at this point, give it up. You was Bobby, you still is Bobby. Just cause you changed your name and put a tie on and a suit on, that does not make you Everett. That's all I'm gonna say about that situation. And buddy, sooner or later you gonna have to either come clean, shut up, or run out of town, I guess. Now Jada was dead behind Ron having Chad and him come to that police station, answering him questions, knowing she pissed off at Everett over him because now that she know that's him, and she was kind of taking out on both of them, but you could feel the power and the heat was coming from her chest, at Avery, but she was basically using Chad as a buffer. But we knew that pressure was coming from her for Everett. We saw that coming. And Chad, I'm gonna need for you to calm all the way the hell down. Just cause that man changed his identity, then bumped his head, got ran over, or whatever happened to that man, that does not give you the right to be a hypocrite. Chad, I'm gonna need for you to shut up right there. Do not judge that man. You should have kept your mouth shut and said nothing. And then you gonna bring Stephanie in this? I said, now hold up, hold the hell on. You calling yourself getting on him about Stephanie. You the same man that dragged this woman for months, knowing you were still in love with your ex-wife, played this woman, used this woman, got this woman being an instant mom to your kids, wanted to marry the woman, but you was too, like, Chad, shut up. Like, I wish somebody can just sit there and punch you in your face every time you try to be a hypocrite. Like, how you gonna be getting at it, this man giving this man this type of pressure? You hurt Stephanie too, my son, my boy. You getting off at him. You did the same thing to Stephanie. The only thing you did, you led her on and dragged her on for however long you could till Stephanie made you make a choice. And then you realize you couldn't love that woman the way that woman wanted to be loved. So she left you, and you had the audacity to to be talking about this man over here because he might have bumped his head too hard, might not remember Jada, and might not remember his. At least he got an excuse. What's yours? You couldn't get over your ex-wife? If that's the case, you should have took it slower. Not moving in, not letting that woman be a mom to your kids, packing lunch boxes and mess, cooking for your children. But you had the audacity and see, Chad that made me mad already, and I wasn't planning on getting mad this morning, mentioning Chad, but I knew it was gonna come. He just kills me sometimes. How he think he got any type of room to talk about anybody or judge anybody, and you did the same as that thing. Did the same as that thing to that woman, but you have the audacity and the nerve. That man got an excuse. You got an excuse too. You can't get over your ex-wife long enough, but you have the audacity. Let me move on. He done made me mad just that fast. Who next? Um, Kristen and Alex, that plan not gonna work. Give it up, Kristen. I love how you went to the Marlena house, calling yourself taking shots at Teresa. I was proud of Teresa in that moment because she really didn't give you too much. And once she realized you wasn't gonna stop and she wasn't here to fight or dispute with you over Brady, she let it go and moved on and said, I'm going to my room. So I'm kind of proud of Teresa. She gave you enough, but she didn't give you too much. Cause we knew it was you. You would have went the whole extra mile. Like Kristen, this little fairy tale you got thinking that you're gonna get back with Brady. Brady horny, but he ain't never horny. Like between Teresa and both of y'all relationships, I think he'd rather sleep with a pillow besides you two people. I mean, Kristen, you didn't have your time. You didn't had over your shine. Every time that man tried to date a new woman, here you come. Now you're using a fool, Alice, to try to thinking you gonna get Brady back. Just give it up. And Alice, you are big, even a bigger fool. You attempt to try to do something more with that woman. That woman is using you. You a whole mark and don't even much realize you got a mark on your forehead and you don't even much realize how much that girl playing you like a fiddle right now. And I'm just sitting there shaking my head that you agree to go along with this plan. You make sure Chris, you make sure Brady stay. You make sure you keep Teresa busy and she'll hang around Brady and I bring my daughter in for for it can be like a little family gathering and all that. Alex, you got to grow up. You Kristen and had so many failed attempts with Brady, it's not even much fun. At this point, it's pathetic that she can't move on with her life And here you go going along with this stupid plan that's gonna blow up in both of y'all faces. So enjoy, I guess. But anyways, though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all morning and have a good weekend. And I'll catch y'all later. Bye.